Hi guys and welcome back to the channel. We thought it's about time we got a steak on the go for you. So in today's video we're going to be cooking up a nice ribeye steak, medium rare. In our view, best way to cook a steak. So without further ado, let's get into it. So we've gone down to our local butchers and got ourselves a nice bit of steak. This one's just over an inch in thickness, a little bit over that. As you can see, it's got a lovely colour, lovely marbling effect right the way through. So we're going to get that seasoned. So we're going straight in with some sea salt flakes. Get them on and get them pressed into your steak. And come behind that with some cracked black pepper. Don't be shy with your seasoning, guys. Get plenty of it on there. Once again, get your seasoning pressed in and then flip that steak over. We're going to repeat the process on this side as well. Plenty of sea salt flakes and then straight behind that with the cracked black pepper. Once again, lightly press them seasonings into the steak, and then we're going to pick the steak up and just pick up all them loose bits of seasoning onto the bottom of the steak and onto the cap of the steak. So into a hot pan, we're going to go in with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Get that in and then lay your steak in, but lay it away from you. Always away from you. Listen to that lovely sizzle, guys. Make sure your pan's nice and hot before you put your steak in. Now we're going in with a couple of knobs of butter. Follow that with some fresh thyme. Just going to give that a couple of seconds in the butter and then we're going to move that on top of our steak. Whilst that butter's melting, we're just going to take 2 garlic cloves and just crush them down with the side of a knife. And then we're going to get them into the pan as well. Now we're going to cook the steak for 3 minutes either side. So we're going to get a nice medium rare cook on this steak. Once this side of your steak's had about 3 minutes, you're just going to remove the thyme, just flip it over. And look at that, guys, we've got a lovely crust on that. And we're going to pop the thyme and some garlic back on top. Grab a spoon and start basting it with that lovely flavourful butter. And as you can see, it's got a nice foam to it when you put it on your steak. That's what you're looking for. Make sure you get all of that steak covered. Now we're going to cook this side of the steak for around about 3 minutes, basting it intermittently. Once this side's had around about 3 minutes, we're just going to move our aromatics and we're just going to tilt the steak up and make sure we get a nice sear on that cap. Going to give that around about 30 seconds to a minute and then we're going to flip it round, do the same thing on the bottom of the steak as well. Once your steak's done, it's time to get it out of the pan and set it to rest for 5 minutes. So we're going onto a plate. We're going to pop our thyme and our garlic back on top of the steak. And we're also going to add a little bit of that flavourful butter on top of it as well. And then just leave that to sit there for around about 5-6 minutes. Now that our steak's nice and rested, it's time to slice it open. Look at that, like a knife through butter. Absolutely lovely, and as you can see from that, we've got a lovely pink colour in the middle. Oof. Now that our steak sliced, we're just going to push it open a little bit with a knife. Look at that, lovely. And then we're going to come behind with some sea salt flakes just to finish it off. Look at that steak, guys, absolutely perfect. Now the only thing left to do now is get a fork and dig in. Look at that, nice and pink, nice medium rare, so tender, so flavourful. Hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us. From everyone here at Chefing at Home, we'll see you on the next one.